But are you ever totally prepared? 9 days to go. To walk out one door and completely change my life into a different door. I noticed when I shine a flashlight on it, I get at least 8 volts. I'm inside in a dark house. That's pretty amazing. So there's this rumor like that if you get water at 32 degrees and you just tap it, it'll freeze solid. So let's see about that. This is obviously water in its water state, right? Get that. It's getting slushy already. It's slushy. It's not hard though. It's not solid hard. But it is definitely slushy in there. Check that out. That's pretty cool. I know. Okay, so my solar panel came today. Well, I had to get an eBay shipment out, so that comes first. But you can be rest assured as soon as I got back to the house, even if it was 4 p.m., you know I'm going to hook up the solar. Got a small 35 amp hour battery. It's just for starters. And eventually we'll get another 2 or more. Same with the panel. That's just the first one. It's just enough to charge my phone, maybe run my fan. So when you're hooking stuff up to your controller, be careful. And when you do all your connections, connect them here first. You're supposed to do the battery first. Alright? Do all your connections here first, and then hook up your battery to its power first. And then, since these will already be connected, connect the other half of this to your solar panel. You hear what I'm saying? Do all these wires first, but just let them be wires. And see how I use tape to mark my positive wires? Even though the positive wires in this case actually have an extra bunch of identification on it, I still did it myself. Solar panel goes on, it's positive, then negative. Your battery, positive, then negative. And this is the load, which I'm going to use for my fan. Positive and negative. Make sure it's nice and clean. No possibility of any possible strand jumping over. Now, I'm going to go and power it up to my battery, which is just about half done. And then I'll hook up the solar panel to its leads. We're drawing about 2.5 amps, but the sun's almost setting. It's enough to run the fan on low right now. Still putting something into the battery. Sun's almost setting. It is about 6:30 p.m. Yeah, this will work. This is kind of amazing. I'm still getting a little over an amp yet. And if you take a look at the panel, our sun is setting behind the house right now. You can see the sun line. The panel's not even getting any sun, it's just getting light, but no direct sunlight. And it's still putting out an amp. That's incredible. I'm going to move this into the sun a little bit more. Let's see how much we can increase that. Really happy with my new toy. Let's see. There, that's in the sun now. Let's see what we got for power. And again, the sun's setting. I mean, it's going behind the rooftops already. You can see by my shadows. My long shadows. So what did that do? Oh, that brought it back up to 3.5 amps. 3.3, 3.4. Way cool. What's with the 0.3s, I wonder? Must be adjusting. Okay, I'm going to turn the fan on. It's probably because the sun's setting. That was weird how it did that, huh? Okay, The fan's on low. It only draws about 1.3 amps. I can hear it kicked on. So there's plenty. I need to charge my phone actually. I'm gonna do that too. The fan going, I'm still not draining the battery. That is so cool. With the phone and the fan going at the same time, I'm not draining the battery. So with the phone plugged in and charging, I was down to like 18%. And with the fan going, still not draining the battery as the sun goes down. But it's going to change very quickly here in the next few minutes. We're at the last little bit of sunlight. Cool. I'm very happy with my purchases. I'm happy with picking out the right solar panel. We got to get it mounted to the roof. Happy with this whole setup. Alright, solar panels installed. Our airflow is installed. We got a nice roof. That's cool. Yeah. Now we gotta get a car wash. What a change, huh? What a change. Okay, I didn't have those pieces to go on the roof. It wasn't a concern of getting holes in the roof. That's not a problem at all. When you seal it up, it'll never leak. It's always a good idea to prime the drill hole with a little bit of primer. So what I did on this Dodge extended van was the Eternabond 4-inch wide tape. It's flexible, it sets up very well. And then I used some die-core sealant at the end. And then I used some die-core sealant at the end of the tape so water doesn't seep in along the wires and set in here, especially in the wintertime and freeze. But if you roll it down and rub it in really good, you won't have no problem with this. This is good. And then what I did was just bring it over the door where the doors meet. And from the inside that works great. From the outside it works great. Even though I use these doors the most, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Inside or outside, not a problem. I love it. I'm happy. You hear that? That's a mourning dove. And here in this part of town, it sings this song that sounds like it's saying revolution, revolution, revolution. I've been to other parts of town. They don't do it the same way as they do here. The east side of Pueblo. Amazing. It's amazing that it's cloudy and overcast. There's still a little bit of blue in the sky, but the sun's setting. And it's still amazing that I am pulling almost an amp yet. That is so cool. Everything is working fine. Fabulous. No complaints. Fabulous. Loving it. This is cool. So much different than what it was 3 weeks ago. It shows that if you put a lot of effort into it, you can have it happen. I got this the other day on one of my Amazon or eBay orders. It's kind of cute, I think. It's kind of cool. I think he's kind of cool. And he looks happy. I should have did this 5 years ago. It's funny when something's right in front of you and you don't wake up to it till later. I did it. I pulled it off. It was easy. Alright, solar's installed. Solar's installed. We're down to the last 48 hours of heading out. Maybe even 24. Things are looking good. I love this solar controller. Oh, it's running a little high right now. Things are going great. We're ready. Ready. Okay guys, we did it. I told the landlady I would leave on July 11th, but I'm paid up to the 15th. Got the fan installed. We got the solar installed. Having the solar changes everything. It makes a world of difference. Because now I can run my fan 24/7. In the daytime it doesn't drain. Key doesn't seem to mind the heat so bad now. She's drinking lots of water. I got her a special fountain. I'll show you the solar charge controller. Here's a charge controller. The reason I bought this one, it's only 20 amp. That's fine for my 100 watt panel. I have a master power button right here that I can use to turn my fan on or off, or any of the outputs. And it also has 2 DC outputs here. That was the big advantage to using this model. I'm not sure who makes it. I think it's a Moohoo. It doesn't get hot at all from functioning, so it's okay to mount it on plastic or vinyl. The heat sink isn't really a heat sink at all. This doesn't generate that much heat at all. So there's no problem there. When you wire things up, be extremely careful if you're using stranded copper and not solid core copper. You don't have any wires jump over. That will mess you up big time. It could wreck your solar panel. It could obviously wreck your controller. It can wreck a lot of things. So you want to be really careful and keep your connections short, twisted up tight. As you can see, the white ones are positive. I went and labeled them just to make sure, even though the wire has a special, one of the 2 leads has a special texture to it. I've been really happy with this. We've been out here the last 4 nights now. I think it's been 4 nights since I moved the bed out here, which of course is a memory foam mattress. Things have been going really well till about 6:30 in the morning. Actually, this morning was like 8:30. It started out at 4:30 in the morning and Miko would wake me up. Then 6:30, then 8:30. All I do is comfort her, give her some love. And she just wants to get out. She gets claustrophobic. She hears the birds and the sun's coming up. So I guess it's a good thing for me because I need to get back in a routine of getting up early and getting to sleep early. So it's all a good thing for me. Things have been going really well. Organization I highly recommend getting one of these. I have 3 panels. Have all your immediate needs right nearby. It's really simple, really easy. Although I still get lost once in a while. For bigger items, I have a bigger one that zips up and open for bigger things. Minimalizing has been rather difficult, as anyone could imagine. It gets harder and harder. Today I just had some guys come pick up everything in the house except for, I'm so grateful. There was no money exchange whatsoever, just gave it to them, and they said they had a neighbor that just moved in that didn't have anything, and there's an old folks home that they contribute to. So that made me feel really good to know that it was going somewhere. Whether it was true or not doesn't matter. Just to know that it's going somewhere and that it will be used. That's all been good. Just got to get the last few things in the van and take off. I don't even know where to yet. I still have to take care of the front end. There's some parts there that are kind of loose. And obviously I want to get that taken care of before I go too rustic. And obviously before I get new tires. I don't want to destroy or wreck new tires. Trying to decide if I should go with BF Goodrich KOs. Or Goodyear Wranglers. They both have a really nice, heavy-duty, responsive tread that I like. I should outfit this vehicle a lot nicer. Put laminate flooring in. Using Reflectix and having the fan running keeps things really cool. One thing that's extremely nice about the solar, of course I guess it's because the battery is a good battery. It's an AGM battery. is that I can have the thermostat set on the fan and run the fan not all the night, almost most of the night, and have the window open an inch or a crack. And there's enough current that I don't drop below 12.7 volts. That's my cutoff, is like 12.7. If I see 12.6 on the display, I haven't gotten there yet, but if I do, I'll shut it off. And then it goes back up to 12.9 anyhow. But you don't ever want to get below like 12.7 or 12.6. It'll deplete your battery quicker if you do. Things have been working out really good with the solar and the battery. I really love it. That was the biggest improvement, biggest change, biggest leap and bound. It's very much to be desired, big time.